Hey everybody, this is Mark from Dice Monkey, and today in the mail I received The Rise of Tiamat. Now, The Rise of Tiamat is the conclusion to the adventure that began in Hoard of the Dragon Queen, and this book looks really, really nice, so I wanted to give you guys a first look at it. Once again, you have the same style where you've got the glossy back with the matte back. It gives you a nice tactile feel. The text on the back is a nice, straightforward telling you what's going on. It's for levels 8 through 15. The first adventure is through levels 1 through 10, so this will lead right into that. And yeah, once again, it's made by Kobold Press, just like it was for the Hoard of the Dragon Queen. And let's take a look at what's inside. So the cover is really, really nice. It features that piece of art that we've all seen all over their website that has the 5 heads of Tiamat there. The inside is that same material that the Hoard of the Dragon Queen was, that sort of more coarser material that should be good for pencil marks and things like that as you need it. The game assumes that you're going off and that you're going to be going to Waterdeep basically as soon as the first adventure is done. And from there, there's this really cool, constant... there's 3 different councils of the Lords of Waterdeep that you're able to be a part of, which it's really, really cool the way it works. And I'm thinking there should be some way that you should be able to incorporate the Lords of Waterdeep board game. I'm going to look more into it and see if I can post something up on Dice Monkey. So we'll see. They go through each of the different factions that the players who've been playing the D&D encounters should be familiar with. All the different factions like the... Zentarim and the Harpers and all that different stuff. It deals with all these different factions that will be important to the Lords of Waterdeep. It goes through all the different councils. And there's just a bunch of really cool encounters that feature different lairs of different dragons that you're going to. By now you're 8th level, so you're a bit more powerful. And all that leads up, of course, to you getting to 15th level, which is pretty high up there, considering that 5th edition only has 20 levels rather than the 30 levels that were in 4th edition. There's a lot of really, really good art throughout, just like there was for Hoard of the Dragon Queen. Kobold Press really did a good job. They use the same artist for all their cartography, which you can see here. So a lot of just pretty basic dungeons, but there's always interesting stuff going in. Just like with the starter set adventure and just like with the last adventure, the Hoard of the Dragon Queen, it feels very much like there is an ecology to the dungeon. Certain things affect things later on in the dungeon. You can't just go and be taking your hour-long short rest after every single battle because you're going to draw the attention. They're very well thought out. There's a whole sequence where the cult actually begins to... You begin to draw the cult's attention and they begin attacking you. That's when the cult strikes back. Metallic dragons come into the picture later on. Again, there's some other really, really nice art. A full-size map of a lair there. Zonthal's Tower there. So yeah, there's a lot of really, really great stuff in here, and you eventually end up finding yourself in Thay. And then the big, huge final battle takes place. It's not really a spoiler, it's right on the cover, right there. They actually do have, for anybody who's not interested, this is spoiler alert here. There you do end up finding Tiamat at the end, and you have to face her. She is here statted up. She's also a CR 30 creature, which, as it points out, she can easily lay waste to multiple 15-level parties. So she's really a force to be reckoned with, but there is rules for being able to weaken her so you can actually take her on. Just like in 4th edition, there was those rules for, going around and slaying her eggs and things like that in order to keep her from teleporting away. But the great thing is that I think is really fantastic is that at the end, it has what happens when you win and what happens when you lose. So you could actually end up completely changing the face of Faerun and start off a whole new campaign if you end up failing so badly that Tiamat ends up escaping, actually taking over all of Faerun. There's a few interesting new new NPCs here. Nothing really special. Lots of different lords and stuff who are all working for Tiamat, but then you do have Tiamat who takes up, you can see she takes up this whole page here and all the way through there. And there's a couple of magical items in there as well, including the Mask of the Dragon Queen there, which I believe showed up in the first adventure. I may be wrong. There's also a whole council scorecard. So depending on what happens in each council, different factions will become more powerful and others weaker. This is a really good book. I'll be doing a review soon. It's really nice. I know I've mentioned it in previous ones. The spine is good. I haven't checked to see how the spine lines up with others. I'm hoping it lines up perfectly with the Horde of the Dragon Queen at least, even though the Horde didn't quite line up with the player's handbook. So as long as the adventures line up, I'm happy with my obsessive tendencies. So it's a really good book. I'll let you know how it's going. This actually ended up sparking my inspiration a bit more. I've been kind of bored with the campaign that I've been running, where we started off with Horde of the Dragon Queen and then jumped off to Sigil and we're doing all kinds of crazy stuff, but it kind of bored me. So I'm thinking about actually bringing the campaign back around to Horde of the Dragon Queen so we can finish up with this, because there's a really nice Tiamat miniature coming out soon, and I'd love to be able to use her for this. So this is the Rise of Tiamat. Pick it up as soon as it comes out. I believe it comes out beginning of November. I'll have the exact dates down in the doobly-doo down below. So check that out, and keep rolling 20s. See ya. Bye.